Hennessy. Now, right now it's
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV. It's flight number 124 airborne. Welcome on board. It's been a while since I live stream, but today, yeah, we're back on again, and we're gonna talk about a new goalkeeper that has been linked with Chelsea Football Club, and also the Ben White link. Chelsea have an interest in Ben White. I mean player. So Chelsea have shown some interest also over there. And then we're gonna talk about Declan Rice, price tag, and do Chelsea really need Declan Rice? And then some other issues. Also, we're gonna talk about the Euro update. England will be playing Denmark in the semifinals, and also Spain will be taking on or locking on with no one else but the Azzurri's mighty Italy. These are the things that we will be talking about on the show today. More or less, if you have any other interesting comment, guys, on the comment section below, you can bring your questions out. We will take time, delve into it, and then we all have a chat over here. That's all we do. I wouldn't come here and tell you that I'm a journalist, I'm a transfer expert, I'm that. I read and take my feedback from the news media or the news outlet, just like some other guys will do. We're just YouTubers, and we bring you the news as it is in the newspapers online. We make our research very authentic. We make sure we bring you what you have to hear, not just for clickbait. We're authentic. We're a Chelsea channel. We don't just do Chelsea show. We do also, we talk about other football. We talk about other clubs also, and other news that is very, very important and interesting. The fans wants to hear. So yeah, we're gonna talk about a new player that has been linked with. And also, before we go in and do any other thing, I have a wonderful guest with me who I'll literally gonna introduce him to the scene, to the screen, and you guys, some of you might have known him from the comment section, and also he's joined me here many times, and he's a wonderful guy. And then he's no one else by Hans Master. But then with a bit of time, I will let him introduce himself and how you guys can find him for him himself to plug himself. So yeah, we're gonna look into the one I'm gonna talk about before we have a discussion over here. And then we wake up today, and it's in the news that a wonderful player by Yuri Pavlenka. Yuri Pavlenka, a player from the number one goalkeeper for Werder Bremen. He is apparently the goalkeeper. He is a very good stop. Stop goalkeeper. He can stop all the balls from wherever angle they're coming from. He is. You guys will like him better off Arisa Balaga. No doubt about that. You know, when Chelsea go in for a player, they really know what they want to see in that player. Who knows that Eduardo Mendy will come in January and be one of our best transfer at all time. He came in with a low price tag as 30 million or even less than that. But look, so many clean sheets that this gentleman, the Senegalese international, who we all also know his story, proud from where he started from to who he is now. We gave him the chance. The same thing that if we give other players a chance, they will come out to become successful. So this is a player that is, I just look at his price tag and I'm telling you, this guy is Jerry Pavlenka. Pavlenka's price tag, it's only $6.5 million. Less than even an euro. Look at that. $6.5 million. Cheaper than Eduardo Mendy. And I've watched his saves and clips on YouTube, and he is amazing. But the only thing that I haven't seen is his flaws. But from what I've seen so far, I'm convinced that this guy can come in. But what do we have to do? Arisa Balaga has to definitely have to move on. And then before Chelsea can be able to sell Arisa Balaga and make a lot of money out of him, they have to loan him out. He can get much of a playing time. And then we can definitely not gonna get that 70 million back from Arisa Balaga. We can't get that money back, no way. But what we can do now is we will be able to sell him out and send him out on loan. And then when he plays very well, wherever he is, we can sell him out for some good money, maybe 30,000 or 40,000. Who knows what we can get from Arisa Balaga. But yeah, it's now time for me to introduce my wonderful guest. Hams Master, he's here with me. We're going to talk about whatever I've mentioned right from the beginning, the subject matter, which is more will be the goalkeeper, Declan Rice, Ben White link, and also the update from the Euro, which is England, and then England playing Denmark, and then Spain also playing Italy, the Azuris. So before I do that, I'm going to start with my intro so I can move from one scene to the other scene. Bear with me. Thank you for being here. Stay tuned. Back to Blue Clouds TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blue Clouds TV again. Here we are with my wonderful guest, Hams Master, and he knows the whole topic. Hams, can you introduce yourself to the wonderful guest we have again?
Hi everyone, my name is Hams Master. I am back, ready. Um, I'm back in the Blue Clouds TV's channel. It's an honor to be back in his channel talking about news that is going around the football scene, and especially the Euros that's been finally almost over, and we're gonna go through that. And I'm very happy to be in this channel, and yeah, I'm happy to connect with everyone, and I'm ready for the show.
There you go, guys. There you go. Ham's gonna start in your shot. That's him over there. Okay, yeah. Hans, I'm gonna start from this point of view. What do you make of the current goalkeeper being linked with Chelsea? Do you think is it necessary to just bring a new goalkeeper to cover up Eduardo Mendy whilst he'll be going in January for the African Cup of Nations? Or do you think that Chelsea should still hang on to Arisa Balak? Do you really trust him? If
No, I don't trust Kepa because he's been making numerous mistakes. He's been letting us down. So a new goalkeeper will hopefully show like we need a backup that is reliable for that from them a month or so. So I think we should pursue a backup for Kepa.
okay, so a backup for Kepa. So you think the guy I just mentioned his name with Giroud Pavlenka, whatever his name is, I think with Pavlenka, do you think that guy will really do a better job, replace Kepa if we have to send Kepa on loan?
I think so. I think so. He'll be more reliable, and plus he's like 6 million, so he will hopefully rise above expectations. Hopefully, so I think I trust him in goal.
Well,
in cup games.
Well, because what he's coming to do, he's just coming to be I mean not replace, but be like a second goalkeeper behind Eduardo Mendy. Eduardo is number one, but we're looking for a well trusted and wealthy keeper that we know that this guy can do much more better job if Eduardo Mendy is gone. Because I know when Chelsea scout for a player, they don't really scout for a player. They really see something in that player before they go in for him. And then also when you look at his record in what do you call it? His record from Werder Bremen. If you look at his stats, and then his would I say tidbit from YouTube, he's a player that I think he can come in and do a better job. Just like what's his name? Eduardo Mendy came in and did.
Yeah.
So you think it's worth gambling and bringing that guy in, right?
Yes.
What do you think?
I think it's worth a gamble to pursuing a goalkeeper.
But is there any other keeper that you're thinking of besides this guy?
Possibly, but the thing is, I'd rather have two good goalkeepers, like Martinez from Aston Villa.
Right.
I want him.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like a good one goalkeeper.
Right.
I wanted Donnarumma, but he's not gonna come. So
Donnarumma. Okay. Donnarumma is out of the picture right now. Donnarumma is never gonna come to Chelsea and play as a second fiddle to what's his name? To Mendy. Donnarumma will not do that. He sees himself as a world class goalkeeper, which he is, and then also there's no way that he's gonna come in and sit on the bench because Mendy has to go for a period of time, so he'll be as number one. Hams, can you check your volume and up your volume a little bit? Looks like your voice. Yeah, your voice is a bit too low. You can get that done.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you right. I can hear you right from here, from my headphone. I don't know about the audience. I can hear you right from here.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Let me know, guys that are watching. Oh, I got wonderful guys also here. I got some of my wonderful friends in the stream watching. I have to acknowledge them in a minute. Let me see some of the messages from here. This is from CSVK2 from that's Marina. This one is from I123 Love You, says welcome and good morning, my neighbors. That's actually and then Marina said hello. Hi Marina. CFC Cat2 That's what she using. And RCBN, my brother, thank you for being here. Hello, Big Blue Clouds TV. He says, yeah, this is from the chat. And also RCBN Fan TV said, hi to I want to love you. Big up to you. RCBN, so will he replace Kepa as a backup or our third goalkeeper to replace Willie Caballero, who is gone? I'll come back to that question from RCBN. And then also RCBN has said again at 21, it says Chilwell. Oh, Chilwell, big up. And also I want to love you said he need to speak up. Oh, okay. That is from one of guests in the chat. Says he need to speak up a little bit. I think your voice is up now. I'm very sure it is. His voice is too low. And then he said Marina said we need a backup for Mendy, not replacement for Caballero. Kepa may likely to leave. He need game time. Absolutely, that's what I was talking about right now. I'll come back to that also. I'm trying to read all the messages, and I come back. I'll come back to what has been said. Okay, Donnarumma has apparently agreed to play second fiddle to Keylor Navas at PSG. Report says money talks, bro. Absolutely. It's I mean, there's no way Donnarumma can even come to Chelsea and then take over Mendy's position. He can't do that. It can never happen.
No way. No way.
No way, yeah. I can hear him fine also. Okay. RCBN said he can hear you fine if I put my headphone, but not otherwise. Okay, without headphone, maybe he can hear you better. So I'm sure he's working on it. Then Tommy, hi Tommy. Nice to be here, my brother. Big up Blue Clouds TV, big up Hams Monster. I 123 love you says still not loud. His voice is too low. Maybe, man, can you I don't know. Can you check your volume or something, please? So because it looks like they can't hear you very well without headphones. But let's bear with him. Let's bear with him. Maybe his microphone is not that good. I can hear him better because of my headphones, maybe.
Yeah.
Then Tommy said, big up Blue Clouds. Big up RCBN. Thanks, guys, for being here. RCBN, I mean, wherever is being here watching the screen, thanks for being here. And then also, I'm going to go back to some of these questions that have been asked from K21, CFC K2. She said, oh, no, that's from RCBN. So will he replace Kepa as a backup or third goalkeeper to replace Willie Caballero? Well, he's not coming in as a third goalkeeper. No. If you want to check him out very well, the guy is a very good shot stopper. You got to check him very well. He's not a player that will come to Chelsea and will like to sit on the bench. No. I don't think so. He's a very good keeper. If you don't know him and you don't know Mendy before he came to Chelsea, you will see him as maybe he's an okay goalkeeper, but I think he would do a very good job when he comes to the Premier League. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Werder Bremen goalkeeper. What do you think, Hams? Trying to compare those two keepers, him and then Mendy.
I mean, Mendy should stick to our priority at number one. I think Mendy is
No, I
trusted
know.
enough to
No, I know Mendy is our number one. What I'm trying to say is trying to compare the attributes, the way he. I don't know if you've really seen his YouTube video clips and stuff like that. If you haven't, then probably after that you can check him out very well. But if you see the way he works, his work rate and stuff like that, you can see that this guy can really come in and do a very good job when he's being sent away. And then what do you think we should do with Kepa? Hams, what do you think we should do with Kepa right now?
I don't think there's any point selling him because we won't make our money.
Right.
So I mean, if we can sell him, it's good, but I'll say loan him because we won't get the money back. But I think selling him, I don't think we'll get the 70 million back. So selling him is a better option then.
Yeah, like I said, if the only way we can get much more money back from Kepa Arrizabalaga is to be able to loan him out. If we loan him out to another football club, either in the Premier League or somewhere else, that he can get more playing time. The more playing time he gets, the better it is for him. What do you think?
Yeah, to get his confidence up. I think he only got game time in the cup games or some Premier League games, a few teams, but yeah, he needs to get game time to get more confidence, get used to his ability in the game. That's what I think.
No, yeah, no doubt about that. He is. I mean, Kepa. We spent so much money on Kepa, but yet he hasn't really lived up to expectation. Too much money. Will you say? Will you say our coaching department, or maybe our board of department did not do a due diligence on Kepa? Did you think? Do you think that?
I really think it was a panic buy getting him. I really think we didn't want Kepa in the first place. We wanted someone else. I think the reason we got Kepa because Courtois. We're trying to pursue Courtois to stay in the club, but he left to Real Madrid. So that's why we went for Kepa. So it was like a panic bite. It wasn't our priority to get him.
I don't know. I
So
don't think it was a panic buy, Hams, because what I know was Kepa was being scouted for quite a long time from Chelsea scouters. They really look at him very well, and then at a point in time, Chelsea was looking for a player, a goalkeeper that can come with the club and stay with the club for quite a long time. So I knew without a doubt that I knew that Chelsea was looking at this player for quite a long time before they got him to the club. But it looks
yeah,
like his ability and what he was doing. You know how Spanish people play; they're more into detailing. They take time. They look at the player. I mean, when they're playing, they're more detailed, trying to walk the ball into the back of the net than they're trying to shoot many balls from behind the 18-yard box and then stuff like that. So maybe
yeah, yeah.
we saw some acrobatic saves from him, but he wasn't really tested the best. We saw how he's been beaten many times from long range and even some nears, just the side post, and he can't even stop those balls. So
Yeah.
I think that it's about time that Chelsea really move on Kepa Arrizabalaga and bring somebody in that they think they can really do a job.
I agree with that. I agree.
Okay, so then we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the Ben White news today. Apparently today we wake up and Ben White is in the news, and then I'm taking this news from the football London. Most of the time, that's where I don't really take my source. It's not coming from one department, but it comes from three different outlets. Which one? Football London is one of them, and they come up to yesterday that the in other news, Chelsea have joined the race to sign Ben White from Brighton, and also Marcos Alonso attracting plenty of interest from elsewhere. Ben White price tag. What do you think of the Ben White issue, Hams? What do you think?
So I seen links of Arsenal going after Ben White for 50 million. I
Right.
think Ben White. I don't think we need a centre back as a priority, in my opinion, because like we have a lot of stacked options. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, Ben White is young. Ben White is young. He could be good for the longevity, long term option.
Yeah.
But if the only way I consider Ben White if it's like lower than at least 30, 20 million. No way 50. No way. It has
No.
to be
Well, I'm looking at Ben White's price tag right now, and I don't know if it will work from here. It was not working. Yeah, Ben White's price tag is set to be $30.80 million.
mm,
That is Ben White's price tag. Let me see if I can share it from here. If that will work, it would be nice if I can.
sure. Do you have a picture of it or something?
Yeah, I'll share it from here. I don't know if the chat can see it. Let me know if the chat can see this share, my share screen.
Yeah.
This is Ben White. This is his price tag that is being set to be at 30.80 million. Let me know, guys, in the chat if you can see the share screen. So that is Ben White's price tag for sure right now.
Probably ask for more money, but yeah.
It's in English. Brighton,
Pounds.
coming from Brighton to the Premier League. 30.80 million. It wouldn't be that bad for a centre back. But before we talk about Ben White, we have to ask ourselves who is going out and who is coming in. And I really believe that Rudiger definitely gonna stay with the club. Rudiger would definitely stay with Chelsea. It's just that he wants some more money. You know how good he's been under Thomas Tuchel. So it looks like Rudiger is just playing his way out so he can ask for more money. Besides that, I believe that Rudiger will stay. So this Ben White thing is gonna be a thing of the past. Okay, RCBN said yes, we are able to see the sharing screen. Thank you for seeing it. Ben White can play a DM too between, but not ideal. Absolutely. I won't disagree with you, RCBN. I will not disagree. The beautiful game said 50 million. Question, no way, just buy Varane. Just buy Varane. No, I just checked his price tag from the marketplace and it says it's 30 point something million dollars. That is what his price tag is set to be, but people are saying 50 million. You know, Arsenal, Arsenal will like to buy certain things. Sometimes I don't know. I'm just trying to be honest over here. The amount of money that Arsenal spend on Pepe, 70 million or 60 million. If I should be right, I stand the point of correction. You know, yeah, that was a lot of money on that young player for Pepe. I mean, Chelsea have done some stupid deals in the past before, like how much money they spend on Shevchenko, how much money they spend on Alvaro Morata. But yet, what Chelsea does good is the difference between Chelsea and Arsenal Football Club. What we do better is when we buy a player for that amount of money, we have the resale value. We always have the chance to be able to sell player for a huge amount of money. What do you think, Hams? By reselling the player, buying player for huge amount and be able to sell the player for quite reasonable price. What do you think?
I think that's good business because I mean, not many clubs do that. They either like rebuild the whole squad or like try to find ways of paying the money, or they don't play like the whole thing. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think that way is the best way to more profit, more funds, and to pursue.
Hold on, Hams. Let me talk to the guys in the chat real quick. Guys, if you want to join the show, you have every right to join it, and I'm gonna put a link down on the comment section below. But you have to be on the Discord to be able to join us over here. If you're on the Discord, you're right. You can get in because that's the way to get into the show and then be part of it. So I'll send the link. On the Discord server right now. Give me a minute and then I'll send it through to you guys. The link is right here in a minute. I wish I could play my background music. Yeah, there's a noise from your background. It's okay, Hams. You can mute your mic or you can disable your camera for a little bit and then fix that problem, Hams. There's a little background noise and then they can come back.
That better? Or?
Yes. Right now, that's okay. Yeah, guys, the link is right there. You can join in from the Discord server. Join the link. You can come out here and chat with us. We would like to have your opinion. It's not just me and my brother Hams Master over here. There are other guys that once you want to jump in through the Discord. If you have Discord, you're good. You can click on, jump in, and you're welcome to be part of the show. Yep, we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about the next thing to talk about is let me see what we have next coming up. We're gonna talk about Declan Rice. Declan Rice. Declan Rice is in the show. I mean, he's apparently it's been said the price tag set on Declan Rice is 100 million euros. That's a lot of money for Chelsea to cover up, bring out for the sale of Declan Rice. You know, Declan Rice, we know he's a good player, but how do Chelsea fans see Declan Rice? Are Chelsea fans seeing Declan Rice just like we saw Ben Chilwell? It's a question that a lot of Chelsea fans will be asking themselves. Are we seeing a B plus player? I wouldn't say he's an average player. He's more than an average player. He's a B plus player. Will Declan Rice be able to come in and do a better job like N'Golo Kante is doing? Or are there other alternatives that is much cheaper? Apparently, Declan Rice have rejected the price, have rejected a new contract from West Ham. Although he has about 3 more years with West Ham Football Club, but he has rejected an offer. He doesn't want to sign any more contract. He doesn't want to commit himself, but he's still got 3 more years, and his price tag is set to be 100 million euros. What do you think, Hams?
If it's that price, then I think there's no point pursuing that because I think the alternative would be a cheaper option. I see in the comments Chouameni from the Monaco player, the CDM. The Chouameni person who's
Yeah.
a lot cheaper than Rice. I think we should go for him. He might be ideal.
Okay.
Rice is a,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
he's a good player. Rice is a good player. He's used to the Premier League,
Right.
but with that money, I don't think it's worth pursuing. He's still a good player though.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know. Rice. Rice is a good player. We know how. He's not that skillful, but he's a player that plays with much confidence. He can carry out the ball. He can carry the ball right all the way from the back and then join the attack. He's very good at doing that. He's also much more energetic and then athletic. He can cover lots of ground just like N'Golo Kante does. But there's no one better than N'Golo Kante in the Premier League. But the price tag is the only Chelsea players, Chelsea fans. I mean, lots of fans do not really mind. Okay, let me read this messages from the this one is coming from RCBN. He said, we love to join this stream too, but I don't have Discord and having dinner while watching you guys, mate. Great. It's still nice to watch us, although you're having your dinner. Enjoy us. We're giving you your dessert whilst you eat your dinner. Take us to be your dessert. and then so the beautiful game set Technomini, not Rice. Simple. Yeah, I know a lot of people like that guy. He's very young. I've seen it. It's awesome. He's an awesome player. Yeah, a lot of people like that guy. And also, RCBN said Rice for 55 million maximum. Yes, 100 million is way too expensive. He's one of us. The beautiful game said RCBN Chelsea Fan TV. Now you're talking. Rice is close, but not 80 million. Absolutely. Look, he's been listening to you, RCBN. Yeah, the beautiful game has been listening to you. So we gotta be careful what we say in our previous stream, and when we come back again, so we won't be flip flopping YouTubers. We have to stay consistent on what we say all the time. So RCBN, your guy has been listening to you. He's laughing. Yeah. Declan Rice, I don't know. If he really wants to force a move, he doesn't want to force a move because West Ham United have given him that opportunity, has given him the chance to be able to get to the top. So, do you think that Declan Rice will jeopardize his position, his his captainship, and just put in a transfer request and want to walk away and come to Chelsea? Do you think he would like to do that? Hams?
Yeah, I heard he's willing to come to Chelsea. I
Yeah.
heard links that he preferred Chelsea over Manchester United.
Hmm.
Um, it's he has so many like I think relationships there, like Mount, Abraham.
Yeah.
He knows the players. He knows Mount especially. Uh, but I think he's willing to come back, but willing to come to Chelsea. But I mean, still has a contract with West Ham, so
That's 3 years. He's
that's
got
also
three more years with West Ham.
that's the problem. He has 3 more years, but I think the players. That if the player wants to push for the deal, he can do it. I think he can do it if he
Great,
wanted to.
great, great, great. So Declan Rice, here we go. Chelsea fans love you, but the price tag being set on you from West Ham United is so ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
absolutely ridiculous. Chelsea will not pay that much.
Plus,
Yeah, go ahead.
David Moyes, he's the main West Ham player. David Moyes is the one to sell him. He's the main player at the West Ham.
Do you
It's very
think?
important for them.
Do you think that's the main reason why they're hyping the price to that extent?
I think I think his performance in the West Ham team, his leadership, and the way he's playing at West Ham
Yeah,
is they're being more reluctant to sell him, in my opinion. They're being more like they don't want to sell him at all. That's the, you know what I mean. So
yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah,
Well, once you're a Champions League winner, you always been attractive to all kind of players in the world.
yeah. Hmm.
So yeah, RCBN said we should also test PSG's resolved by building big for Marquinhos as a better alternative. Ramos is going to PSG now. Well, I doubt Chelsea can Chelsea can try as much as they can to test the waters, trying to see if they can get Marquinhos, but he's the club captain. Guys, remember, it's always very difficult to get a club captain to move away. And it's not just a club captain that is playing on the lower division. He's playing in a club that is always vying and then aiming to win the Champions League. They were there in the Champions League finals last season. And they almost got to the finals again this season. So
Yeah.
it's not going to be that easy getting a player that plays on a higher level as a club captain to be able to move from that team directly to another big team. It's always not that easy. If it's not classified, if he's a good player but he's on the bench, but then PSG is not really using him, yeah, then that makes a lot of sense. It's going to be that easy to get Marquinhos if Marquinhos was not an integral player from the team. If Marquinhos is a player that is on the bench, yeah, they definitely he will be there. But it's not going to be that easy for Marquinhos to be able to move from PSG to Chelsea. So, what do you think of on what RCBN said? Why about Marquinhos? Is he a player that you really fancy?
Yeah, as a centre back, yeah, I don't want to play him as a DM. I think he's a good player, but as you said about the captain issue, PSG would want more money. I think they would want more money for him. It would be too expensive. I think because he's an important player, he's a captain. Would I want to get him? Yeah. It's ideal. I probably might get him as a good option for because Thiago Silva knows him, so maybe Thiago Silva will help him around with the league,
Right.
and he'll feel more welcome. So it will work out because they
But
both have chemistry.
but remember, Thiago Silva is not going to be with Chelsea for quite a long time. Thiago Silva
Yeah, you could,
he's got only one more season to Chelsea.
yeah, maybe you can help him for that 1 year period, just to get him like up to shape before
Okay.
he goes away. That's
Okay.
what I'm thinking.
Okay. Well, I have a message from in the chat from the beautiful game. He said Why did Rice sign an extension? He's regretting it. He's regretting it now. I bet. Zaha tried that force. Zaha tried that force a move thing, and it almost killed his career. Absolutely, the force a move thing, you cannot do that because once Declan Rice cannot force a move. The reason why I'm saying that is he's got 3 more years with West Ham United. If he tried to force a move, either the team will say, "Okay, you want to force a move? You got 3 years with us. We're not gonna make you play. They're gonna ruin your career by putting you on the bench. They will let you sit on the bench for a long time. And then when that happens, your price tag will decline and decline and decline, and no one will even want to buy you because this is why you're so expensive. A player becomes very expensive in the transfer market because of what he's putting up, his form, his form that is leading him to the form that he leads him to the price tag. So your form and how you're playing is how your price is being determined by the kind of the way you're playing and your form. So if he want to force a move from West Ham and they put him on the bench, definitely his price tag will be reducing and reducing, and they'll ruin his career. Thank you for being here, Hilbert. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I heard from you. You can join the chat. I send the link up there. You can join the chat by the Discord server. Absolutely, you can join the chat right now and then have your say. We've had series of topic that we just talked about. So Hubert, I appreciate if you join the chat right now and then join us here. We'll be very happy to have your opinion, and we have another more subject to talk about. It's not just a Chelsea subject. We have other subject. Like I said, we're gonna start from what we're talking after we move on from the West Ham news with Declan Rice. We'll be moving on to the England and then the Denmark game, and then we'll go to Spain and Italy as the Euro update. So do me a favor, if you want to join us here, join us on the chat. It's been wonderful to have you here. I always want to have your opinion. So like I said, Declan Rice guy has to be very careful with what he's doing, else West Ham United can rule his career for a very long time. So he has to be very careful with it. So what do you have? Do you have any more thing you want to say about Declan Rice, Hams?
Um, yeah, if I think Declan Rice would be a good option for the DM role. I think he could be rotating whenever a player like Kante, he gets injured a lot,
Yeah,
so he'll be good. He'll be good in that spot to when Kante is injured. So I'll it'll be a good option, but I'm just willing to see what the price is.
but don't you
It's
think we can have other alternative like they said that and the what's his name? I always can't say his name right. Technomini, Technomini guy, the young
yeah.
guy. Do you think that guy can come in and hit the ground running, or he have to come in and reintegrate himself into the team and then be able to find his foot?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think he needs to like find his foot and get used to the league. I think he'll. I think he's capable, but I really think if Tuchel can sort him out, it's gonna take he's gonna
Yeah,
have to take more time. Take the time because Declan Rice he knows the league, so
right.
he would know how's the like the intensity of the league, how what's it like. So
Damn,
he
I'm
Rice, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm sweating right here. I don't know why. What's going on? I think I have to turn my air conditioner
Mm,
on. Yeah,
is that
I can turn my air conditioner. I don't know. Right, but I have to go down though. Let me finish this stream. I'm sweating here. Um, we have Oh, let me read this message. Is coming from the Helbert. Helbert said, Man United looks serious in the window. We're acting like a big club. Something fish. This is something fish or what? Some
mm,
I don't know. I think yeah. Man United are doing something good that they're supposed to be doing for quite a long time that they are not doing. Man United that we know. We know in the past, they're a team that always attracted to all kinds of players in the world. But then it's been some time that they're always trying to shade away from the good players, and they're always looking up to. I mean, would I say? I forgot what I used to call them. It's like players that they can bring in to sell jerseys instead of players that can take them to the next level. But the inclusion of Jadon Sancho, and then they've trying working hard to get Rafael Varane. If Varane comes in, Sancho comes in, I'm telling you, man, Man United looks like a favorite to win the Premier League next season. And I will be very, very, very happy because I want these teams to play very well. That is why I like the Premier League. The only reason why I like the Premier League is because these teams, Tottenham Hotspurs, Arsenal, all these teams have to up their game. If they up their game, that is when Chelsea also plays much more better. Because if we meet Arsenal, if Chelsea meet Arsenal and see Chelsea see themselves as the favorite and Arsenal sees themselves as the underdog, that is when we lose against Arsenal. But if we're all both on an equal level and we're going into the game, that is when Chelsea plays as one of the best. Hilbert is in here. How you doing, Hilbert?
Yeah,
Great,
audible.
good, great to have you here. We're gonna talk Man United too. It's not gonna be just Chelsea. So we're gonna talk Man United, as this channel is regarded as a fun channel, not only for Chelsea. And I've said that many times. All football club, all clubs in the world are welcome. So, what's your submission, Hilbert?
Yeah, we just signed Sancho, but again, it's a year too late. I'm not. I mean, it was exciting when it happened, but again, Sancho is not gonna solve our CDM issues. So I will be more happy when we sign a CDM. Unless we don't sign that one signing, I
Yeah,
don't think so. Our window is gonna be successful. Look, we have linked to Camavinga and all that, but Camavinga is not a CDM per se. He's 18. We can mold into one, but again, I don't want to wait for him to come through as a CDM. I'd rather go and spend 40 million on a Bissouma. So that's the crux of United transfer right now. Obviously, with Varane, I don't know when that's gonna happen. So we just have to see.
so what? Why don't you think that, are they trying to sell Pogba to a different club, or are they trying to bring Kamavinga and then play with Pogba to make Pogba look better?
Uh, Actually, the it was reported yesterday the Camavinga signing is totally irrelevant if Pogba stays or not. I don't think so. He's a replacement of Pogba. I also he's nothing like Pogba. Actually, he is
Okay.
a much more competitive midfielder. Pogba is more of a flair player.
Yeah.
So there is that. But again, we have to see what kind of strategy Ole wants because if Pogba decides to run his contract down, we are again in a situation of needing another. We have to replace two players with Pogba. So supposedly you could Camavinga now and maybe you go for another creative player next season, next window. But again, my only first and most priority is the stadium. I'm not seeing us being linked with any of them. All top clubs have. You have Kante, Jorginho, Chelsea have
Right.
Rodri, Fernandinho, Fabinho. We just don't have that. And no, you can look throughout history, last 15 years, not a single successful team hasn't been without a central defensive midfielder.
Right, just like the game that we just watched, the Champions League finals, when Chelsea played Man City without a defensive, I mean a CDM. Look at how
Yeah,
they play. So CDM in the team
exactly.
is very important. Hamsmaster, what do you make of Hubert's submission about
Yeah,
Sancho signing?
I was gonna ask Hubert the question about Sancho. Based on the England game where Sancho played against Ukraine,
Yeah.
how would you evaluate his performance? And are you happy with it?
W- Well, from
Yeah,
what
I
I,
think he had a good game.
yeah, go ahead, Hubert.
Yeah, I think he had a good game. The first 10 minutes, I don't think he saw the ball too much, but when he started strutting around, he got better. But
Hmm.
whatever stats I've seen is most from the left hand side. Well, most people have told that he's very good player off the left. But again, creative winger like Sancho, at just 21, he can easily adapt to the right hand side.
Yeah.
Only thing with Sancho I want is that he has to make a combination with the fullback he's playing. So supposedly he's playing with Van Bissaka. He
Mhm.
has to improve him, and conversely also. But again, I'm very happy with the signing. Most importantly, he's a creative winger. He's not a goal scoring winger, which we have too much.
Right.
Mm.
Greenwood and Rashford both are goal scoring wingers. We need that creative winger for a player who has had 20 assists in in continuous 3 seasons. I think that's a good player.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I see Man United are very, very busy in the market, and I can't wait to see the start of the Premier League 2021. I think 2021, 2022 season. If Man United are able to launch these great players, and what about? I had some rumors about them trying to get the signature of Declan Rice. What? How serious is that move? What do you think?
Declan Rice United, I don't see that at all happening. First of all, he's going to cost 70 to 80 million because paid a 26-year-old Harry Maguire 80 million, and he's 21.
Yeah,
Also, I think he's just destined for Chelsea. I can't see him, Mason Mount is his best friend. He's a Chelsea fan. He's a Chelsea graduate. His
yeah,
whole family lives in Chelsea. It's just
yeah,
one of those signings, it's just waiting to happen.
yeah. I won't disagree with you. He's a really Chelsea boy, and I know I heard that he's willing. He's trying to make a move to Chelsea. He's declined an extension of his contract. He's already got 3 years with West Ham United. So why would they expect him to sign another more contract? For how long? He wants to be like Mark Noble. Mark Noble, who is being tagged as Mr. West Ham, who has been at West Ham for all these years. I expect him that he should try and challenge himself in a different league. What do you think? I mean, in a different
Oh
club.
no,
Sorry, in a different club, not a different league. In a different club.
he's just seen his best friend Mason Mount win a Champions League. His
Right.
another good friend Phil Foden has won a Premier League,
Right.
and he's playing Europa League. So obviously, a player of that standard obviously will have better ambitions. So I'm not sure West Ham can match it. But look, I think you're gonna sell Jorginho or Kante, one of them, in the next couple of years. So he's a ready-made
Mm.
replacement for you guys.
Great, 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 great submission from you, Hubert. You're a wonderful guy, and I always like to have different opinion on this channel, not just normal talk, Chelsea talk. So you coming in with the Man United update. I know a lot of fans will always love to hear what their club is doing and what their club is all up to. Okay, now we're gonna move on to next segment. We have another Man United news in the blog that we're gonna talk about before we end the stream. But then we're gonna go with the Euro update. Now I want to get you guys' opinion. How have England fared in the Euros so far? What do you guys think of the referees so far? And I'll start with Hams before I come to Hubert. Hams, take it over.
Referees, I think they got a couple of decisions wrong. I've seen a lot of some red cards. Uh, I think mainly it was the English referees. That's why English referees should not be in the competition. But I think there was not many. I think the referee wise has been okay. Not it's been decent. They've been doing a job, but some decisions not been good, like the red cards and the penalties decision. You know the Mbappe one.
Yeah,
I thought that was not a penalty. So some decisions, I think some decisions were like questionable, but other than that, the game has been flowing well. The referee's been playing on more. So yeah, I think the referee's been okay, not the best. It's been good enough. Um, but I'm liking the Euro. The Euros has been
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It's been good. At the start, it was boring, and then it got better. So
Right. Uh,
it's almost an end. It's almost an end. So we'll see
yeah.
tomorrow and Wednesday. We'll see.
I'm always
One-
when the competitions really start, I don't really pay so much attention to the group stages until we hit the round of 16, the quarterfinals, semifinals, into the finals. Especially round of 16, that's when I pay so much attention to. How about you, Hubert? How far have you seen the competition and the refereeing? After years now, say my submission. So, what do you think, Hubert?
Yeah, I think pretty much spot on. I think except for the English referees, most of them have done well. Probably some
Right,
fans are happy that
Yeah,
England are still in it because then the referees are gonna get less games to referee. So
right.
that's one thing. And with England's performance, I am a bit surprised that they have gotten so far. Obviously, they have had good draws for them. They have been on the good side of the draw. So that's
mm,
one thing. But only problem with that is my problem with the Euros is that all the good teams played each other in the quite beginning of the tournament, like in the last
it's true.
16 or even the group stage,
Yeah.
which makes it a bit of a you want the last four to be all the four big teams. So Portugal, France, and all these lot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not a diss to any of the smaller nations, but again, it's a good competition. I think England will go to the final,
Yeah.
and then it's a toss of the coin who wins it.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I
Definitely.
agree.
You
I
agree?
agree.
You agree with him?
Yeah,
And the man submission is, the Euros has been great so far. It's been wonderful, but the decision making, how the Euros, the referees have made the decision compared to what the Premier League have suffered from the whole season, it's been way way different. The way they take their
yeah,
time, yeah, the way they take their time to resolve issues. It looks like they stand. They always stand by what they say. They always stand by what they
it's good.
say. Yeah, they always stand by what they say whenever the decision making is up. So they don't contradict them. They don't contradict themselves. They never contradict themselves at all compared to what we have in the Premier League. You see, referee said this and referee said that. It takes that long of a time, long period of
Yeah,
time for
yeah,
them to resolve that problem within like uh 15 seconds. 15 seconds, the problem has been resolved again. Either referee said this, he stays there for like 10 seconds, then he has the feedback coming from how do you call it? Maybe via the VAR, those in the room, and giving the information, hey, this is the right thing. And then he's most of the time they're right. So I'll give the referees, especially the English referees who has been tagged as bad referees that cannot make it to the World Cup and then all kind of competition. They've really proven to people that on a good day, on good time when you give them the opportunity, they can really show what they are all up to, why they referee in the Premier League and why the Premier League is being tagged as the best league in the world. So yeah, with that, I'll give the referees about 80 plus percentage in the Euros so far. So now we're gonna move on to the England and Denmark game. Who stands as favorite? Who is the underdog? Hubert, take it over.
I think favorites definitely have to be England just because of their squad and the momentum they have.
Okay.
But again, Denmark is a side which have a lot of fight in them. They are not, especially with what happened with Eriksen. I thought after that they're gonna go out because it's just too much of a mental damage to recover from. But I
Mm-hmm.
think they've done well. Even their best player hasn't played. But again, they're somewhat less lone players. Some like Casper Dolberg has stepped up, and he's kept Yusuf Poulsen out. So you can't just say that
Yeah.
England will win it. It's going to be a very difficult game, but I expect England to get to the final just because of the sheer talent they have on and off the bench. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping there could be a Italy England final. Hopefully England lose that.
Whoa, whoa! You're lucky, Hubert. You're very lucky. I haven't done my settings and everything right. I would have put the crowd noise on you. Like whoa. Okay, Hams. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
You know what surprised me most? That smaller teams has very
Yeah.
stepped up. Even Denmark, Denmark has surprised me as well. The like you mentioned about the Christian Eriksen injury, which the
Yeah.
situation was horrible, horrible to watch. I didn't get to
Very
watch it. I was
horrible.
outside.
Yeah, I watched it. I
Yeah,
watched it.
uh,
Very horrible.
yeah, and yeah, I'm very the Ericsson thing gave them a motivation
Mm-hmm.
push for the team, and they've been doing well. They've been doing well. England at the start of the group stage, questionable, getting 1-0 results, 0-0, one
Yeah.
nil in the knockout round. The stepped up against Germany, had a great performance, and against Ukraine, they really did good in the second half. So I think this game, England are favorites. England are favorites because of the Wembley crowd. They're at home.
Yeah.
They're playing against Denmark, and I think Denmark will put up a fight. I think
Right.
they're going to make it hard for England, but England should come out as favorites, just about to beat Denmark, in my opinion.
So you see Denmark to be underdogs and England being the favorite.
Yeah, I think Denmark will give a fight, but England are the favourites. Yeah.
Well, this what we also have to know that that they Denmark they play with a back three. They play with a back
Mm.
three, and they play with one of the players that are used and then suitable playing in the back three formation. And then also Christensen, as I'm saying, Christensen has been it's been immense. He's been really transformed very well under Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel really trusting that this guy. As soon as Thiago Silva got injured, he didn't look anywhere else. He didn't see, he saw Zuma, but didn't call Zuma. He called Christensen, and he came in and played fantastic. So we have to know that the Denmark team can play low block. At the same time, they're very compact in defense. They won't give anything away. But Hurricane, Diego, Sancho in the right hand side have to be able to make room, play in a decoy, and make room for other people to score goals. If you have to be able to draw players to themselves, open up space in the back, look for Hurricane, and look for Grealish or whoever that can finish, because he's gonna be an immense player on the right hand side. What do you think, Hubert? It's Sancho going to play a lot. I mean, was Sancho starting the game gonna mean a lot for the
Uh,
English team, or do you think we have to start him from
uh,
the bench?
I don't think so. It's gonna start. I believe someone else will. I just think that Sancho's starting was a bit of a token starting.
Yeah.
They signed for a Premier League club, and people were calling him. It was just like Grealish when he came into the England setup. It was more of a crowd demand than Southgate's original selection.
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if Phil Foden plays because he hasn't played for a long time. But look, you can't take risks against Denmark. As you said, they play a back three, and England may revert to a back three, or they may go attacking in the back four.
Hmm.
Personally, I would like to see Grealish. The only reason don't want England to win because how Grealish has been treated. Every time he has come on, he has done something. He has got the pre-assist for the Sterling goal, and he gave the assist
Agree.
for the Kane goal. So I'm not sure what Southgate's planning, but I can't see Sancho starting. I think it was only a bit of
Yeah.
you haven't started any games, so just have a play against the lower side. So I
Okay.
don't see him starting.
All right. That's great. That's great. That's great. Probably, yeah. Sancho has been a player that is always coming out from the bench and then affecting the game. But I think he started the last game that England played. He started the game, right, Hubert? Or Hams. Any of you can answer that. He started, right? He wasn't
Yeah,
the
he
starting
started the
lineup.
game.
So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
do you think that Southgate, if look, Sancho started, Grealish started, they scored how many goals? 4 goals?
Ukraine, yes,
You,
was
you,
4-0.
yeah, four goals against Ukraine. So why wouldn't you think that they should start this same player, the same starting lineup? If it's not broken, why fix it? Why would you think that Southgate to start the same lineup against Denmark? It's up to anyone who wants to answer that question.
Yeah,
I
I
just
think
think like
first and foremost because Denmark play with two very attacking wing backs. I
Yeah.
think one of them is heavily linked to Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's their left back. I think it's male, something like that. I'm not sure. And you need a bit of a defensive cover when you're playing against Denmark, just because the way they play and the intensity they're bringing. And they do have pace up top as well. I don't think Ukraine had that. That's why he put Sancho to. He told as well in the press
Mm-hmm.
conference that he needed someone to do the one-on-one thing.
Yeah.
But against, I think he might go a bit conservative. He might even put Mount in one of the wings and
Mm-hmm.
Sterling on the left and Kane up top. So I don't see any flair player starting this game. I will be really surprised just because how Denmark play.
Yeah. It's not gonna be that easy. It's not gonna be an easy game for I'm sweating here. It's not gonna be that easy game for the English tomorrow at all. I don't see that I don't see well if you guys have to be ready for any surprise that comes in. I know Hubert said he doesn't want he'll be happy if the English lose, but I think we have to be a little bit sympathetic with the English team. It's been a long time, a very, very long time since they won or they win the Euros. So Hubert,
it was so
let's
long
pray
ago.
for the English so they can win it. I know the Denmark have won it before, They've won it. But the England team it's been a long time. Long time. So Hams, are you praying that the English win, right? Since you're in English.
I don't know. It's just Southgate has not broke the semi-final drought.
Yeah.
He has not. He hasn't been to the next step. So he's looking to break that semi-final duck
Yeah.
so he can get to his the first ever final as an England manager.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the only thing I'm worried about is the mentality and the pressure with these players. See if they can get over the line. We have to be very cautious because we have to avoid the threat they're going to give, the counter, the attack they're going to give. So you have to be very cautious and not to make any mistakes
Yeah.
and try to keep the ball and be direct with the approach, in my opinion. To keep a lot of the ball.
Right. Hubert, is there anything else, any other submission, anything else you want to say besides Man United? I mean, that has to do with Man United transfer target before we move on to the Spain and the Italy game. Then we can wrap up the.
Yeah, only thing with United is that I'm hearing that we might be in for Danny Ings just because Cavani is going next season.
Right.
But I don't see that happening because Danny Ings is 28, 29. He's also injury prone. He's almost, I mean, he's not better than Cavani, obviously, but I can see someone like Tottenham going in for him because if Kane leaves, they need someone. So I'm not sure that United will go for him. And the only other links we are being done with is with what that's backup right backs. I mean, Delo might stay, might go. That's the only thing, and pretty much that's it.
Okay. Let me see what I have in the chat. Oh, okay. This is coming from. Let me read some more messages. Bobby, this is coming from our wonderful legend, father figure in the YouTube community. He always supports each and all of us. He supports Baggy TV, Blue Clouds TV, Chelsea Perspective, RCBN, all the wonderful channels that we have out here. We have a wonderful father that we all appreciate him. He supports us all, you know. So it's always wonderful to have his presence in the chat, even though he's not saying anything right now. But Bobby, if you have a Discord, I'm not sure if you do know about Discord or if you have it. If you have it, the link is up there in the chat. I can repost it again. You can join. You can join us and then have your submission, have your say. And I know when I sent you the message, you didn't waste no time at all. You just took the opportunity to be here. Although even if whatever you're doing, you're busy, whatever you're doing, you always spend time coming up to support the channels. Thank you once again for being here. And also I'm gonna take time to read this message. It says there's something too convenient about this Denmark game. What are the betting odds? I mean, what are the betting odds? That's from Bobby. The betting odds, I haven't checked that yet. But if you guys are on there with your cell phones and you can check the betting odds, who is having the bigger odds and who is having the smallest odds, so we can see that. Does anyone really rate Camavinga? As for me, to be honest with you, I don't rate that guy because I remember when Chelsea played against what is it, Linz? Is it Linz? Is that his team? Hams or
Yeah, it's
Hubert?
Rennes.
He did not play very
It's
well.
Rennes.
Yeah.
They put him on the bench. If I could remember when there was so much noise about Kamavenga, whatever his name is, I watched that guy play. I don't see anything different from what he was doing. I didn't see any Ronaldinho in him. I didn't see any Bebeto, Romario. I didn't see any Maradona or Diego. I did not see anything. I did not see anything. One moment, guys. Hello?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. It's okay. Well, I'm streaming right now. I'm talking to you, I'm talking to the fans. Just let you know that it's okay, we support you. we're here for you. And then yeah, I'll talk to you later, Coachella. Okay, join if you can. All right, no problem, no problem. All right, bye. Sorry about that, guys. It's one of our own chess perspective. I think he said he will join us here in a minute. So yeah, I was saying I really watched Camavinga play, and I didn't see anything extraordinary in that player. If you look at that guy, stature and how small it is, do you think he can really come in the Premier League and get the ground running? Hubert, what do you think, Camavinga?
I think the game which you are referring to, I think he was injury doubtful for that game. Actually, that whole season. That's why they
Okay,
bought Nzonzi and they put him in the defensive midfield position because
okay,
originally Camavinga was playing there. Then he picked up an injury. Then after later he made his French debut, and I watched that. I think he's a pretty good player. He's just 18, and for 30 million, I don't see why you not want to sign one of the
what?
exciting French perspective. He's left-footed as well, which we don't have many left-footed good players. Also, he's very tenacious. I think he's the highest he has the highest tackle percentage
Hmm.
under 20 years old in the Europe,
Yeah,
and he can dribble with the ball in the midfield, which I always like, and
yeah.
he's got a good weight of pass on him. So he's just 18. I don't think we can be too much harsh on it. So you just have to wait.
Absolutely. That's the kind of players that I'm looking for. If we talk about DMs, and I've seen a lot of DMs in the past, strong DMs that are very strong and also have the dribbling ability to their game, and also not just static, not just direct players that can dribble. We've seen the what's Verratti. We've seen a lot of DMs in the past. We've seen Michael Essien, who still have flair, who can also hold on to the ball, good in the air. We've seen lots of DMs in the Premier League. We've seen all of these guys. So if Kamavinga can come to big up Chelsea perspective, if you have all these players that can come in and then make Man United what they used to be 10 years ago, I will be very happy because I want England to dominate the whole world for the past 5 to 10 years coming. Chelsea wins it. If Chelsea can win it again next season, I'm all for it. Then Manchester City wins it. Then United are getting ready again. When United win it, then I hope that Arsenal can also win it. So then they can have a mouth to talk to Chelsea about bragging rights. Because now it looks like they're left behind. But if they can fight their way there, Henry Thierry saw the trophy and then he turned around and he left it there. But Mason Mount saw the trophy and then he picked it up. So I want Arsenal to win it so I can also have bragging right.
So one thing about Camavinga is that
Yeah.
with United we always buy players which not many big players, big clubs go for. So someone like Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, even Bruno when we bought him, not many clubs were in for him.
Yeah.
But Camavinga, you can see PSG want him, Madrid want him, even Chelsea are linked.
Yeah.
So it's rather being linked to someone like that player than be linked to Ben White, who Arsenal want and Everton want. So
Yeah. I mean, the price tag on that young player, it's also a bargain. You said 30 million, right? 30 million pounds
yeah,
or dollars.
yeah, 30 million pounds.
Yeah, 30
He's on
million
his last
pounds.
year of contract. That's why.
And then also, yeah, Chelsea perspective, you said the better the competition, the better the entertainment. Absolutely. If you have, just like when we have with Manchester City, in the how do you call it? In their the bench is as strong as their starting 11. So with this, when you have any injured player, you don't get worried. You know what I'm saying? You don't get worried at all. And then just perspective, if you guys in the chat you haven't watched his just early morning upload about the what's his name? The player, I think it's a defensive midfield, it's a center back or something. I forgot his name right now, but he just uploaded a nice video. If you guys haven't seen it, check that video out. He has an episode that he always talk about scouting for Chelsea. So if you haven't seen him, check his video out. They're wonderful, and you guys would like to see it. Okay, then we're gonna move on. If we're gonna move on to what's his name? We're gonna move on to the Italy and then the Spain game. Chelsea perspective says so. Yeah, let the opinions strengthen and make the Premier League even better. Yeah, the name of the guy was Denis Zakari. Denis Zakari. I watched the entire video that he put up with the Swedish journalist guy. The guy was an amazing guy. You guys need to see that video. It's a very wonderful video. Check it out when you get a chance. Yeah, we all learn from different how they call it, YouTubers. He's also a good YouTuber. He put up great content. He spent time with editing and video mixing and everything, just like I do over here. We spent time with whatever we do. So yeah, what now? We're gonna talk about the Spain and then Italy game, guys. Bobby said he wants to know the odds. If you guys know the odds on the England and then Denmark game, let us know. Bobby, if you know it, you're welcome to put it up here, and then we can still spend some time and talk about it. We're gonna move on to the English game. I mean the Italian game and then the Spanish game. Who stands as favorite going into this game? Hansmaster.
I think Italy, the way where they've been playing, I think they look very dangerous in the situations, and they look very strong the way they play. Spain look very. They can keep the ball, but they just can't finish the chances. I think the way they play is a bit not. I don't think it's sustainable. I think they got lucky in penalties. Switzerland held their ground, but I'm not convinced by Spain. Yeah, because I haven't seen anything
Yeah.
to be convinced by. Even in the group stage matches, they drew two games, and they yes, they beat Croatia, but they conceded a lot of goals. And Switzerland they went to penalties to 10 men. So I think Italy are the favorites. They look very good. They look very strong, and they're very organized. So I think are the favorites, in my opinion.
Yeah, what do you think, Hubert? Who stands as favorite?
Yeah,
Who
I
is the
agree.
underdog and who is
Yeah, I
stands?
agree with. Yeah, I agree with him as well. I'm not convinced with Spain. I wasn't convinced with Belgium either.
Mm-hmm.
Belgium pretty much reminded me of United, individual FC, Hazard, Lukaku, and KDB, and rest of them were pretty much substandard.
Yeah.
So, but Italy is a team. You know how Chelsea were in the final.
Mm-hmm.
They remind me of that. Like all 11 players, they don't really have a star player. They should have probably thrashed the last game, Belgium, if Immobile could score.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty much obviously Spinazzola with not being there is a big disadvantage. So they have MSN, and I think even I'm not sure about the other substitute also, but I'm expecting them to reach the final, and then it could be England, Italy. But Italy are a team, man. They have Mancini, who's a very, very good manager, and
Yeah.
we just have to wait. And again, I agree with it. Spain just not convincing. They have Morata up front, who was decent, but he's not, just he's not clinical.
Absolutely, absolutely. I want to give a shout out to my brother here, 21 Chilwell. He said hi to you, 21 Chilwell. Thank you for being here. And also, if you're on Discord, there's a link over there. You can join the server, 21 Chilwell. If you want to join us and have your say or have a submission, and you can join it. There's no problem. You're always welcome. You don't have to be, like I said, guys. If you're watching whatever you are, do me a favor. Blue Class TV is trying to extend its wings to all over the world. Share the videos on whichever platform you found yourself. It will help this channel a lot. And then also, the more likes you guys put on the video, it also helps YouTube to push the video to lots of football fans, not just a specific fan, but all football fans around the world. So thank you for you guys being here. Also, whoever stays in the chat, if you want to join, the link is right there. Click on it through the Discord, and then you go through. Okay, let me take this Chelsea perspective set. I love this setup. Very good. Thank you, brother. It takes your time, but then it's OBS, like I told you, it's a bit more complicated, but then it gives you more. So I'm not trying to say those that are using other services, streaming services. No, everybody and what they like to use. But my service is a bit complicated, but then it takes time. Um oh, Bobby said Discord is not working. Um it should work. But Bobby, do you already have the Discord? Because Hubert was already on there. Let me see. If you already have the Discord, let me handle this thing to Hubert. I mean, you guys can have the chat. Let me see how I can fix Bobby to get him up here. So any of you can start. If you have any submission, you can put it up here. Either Hams or Hubert. If you have any submission, you can go ahead and then I'll fix Bobby's situation. All right, you guys can.
Discord?
Yeah, you guys can go ahead, have your debate. Let me fix this problem over here.
About Italy? Or...
Yeah, about the Italy game. Anything else? If you want to talk about anything else, you can go ahead, and then you and Hubert can talk about it whilst I try and fix Bobby and see how best I can get him here. Go ahead.
What's your prediction for the game? Where do you see how many goals do you see in this game?
Hubert, he said that how many goals? Unless you guys can go about the England one. How many goals do you think England scoring against the Danes, and who prediction lineup?
Oh, I certainly don't expect it to be like the Ukraine game, but I'm thinking it's going to be a tough game because Denmark have the workhorses in Højbjerg and all those kind of midfielders.
Yeah,
Christensen's a good defender. They have a very physical side as well. They score from set pieces as well. Delaney is a good target man. I'm expecting England to win it. I don't see it, more than
yeah.
2 goals. I'm expecting England to concede as well, so maybe 2-1.
Okay. What about the Spain and then Italy one prediction?
I think Italy gonna win 2-1. I think they're gonna Italy's gonna score 2 goals, and Spain are gonna get the consolation for 1 goal, and Italy's gonna hold on from the 90 minutes. I think it's gonna be 2-1.
Since they're not that easy to break down, Italians are not that easy to break down. Bobby, if you're watching, I just sent you a different link. You can try it. It's gonna ask you of setting numbers. I'll put the numbers out down when it asks you. It's gonna be hashtag something. Hashtag 7226. That will be the number to be able to join it. But click on the link, on the Discord link. When you click on it, the link that I just sent you, then it's going to ask you some 4-digit numbers. You put down the hashtag 7226, and then I'll see you once you join. It'll tell you welcome to Blue Clouds TV Discord server. Then I'll send you the link to get in here. It's a little bit complicated, but it's easy. You can follow the steps, and I'm here to have hear what you're gonna offer for us on the chat show today. Here we go. So, guys, you guys really see Gary Southgate putting the surprise, winning the Euro. Is that how you guys see it? Do you guys see it is close?
Not sure. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe. Who knows?
Hubert, do you see Gary? Hubert, do you see Gary Southgate? Sorry.
I've always said that if England win Euros, I think it will be respect of Southgate. I don't see him as a like how Tuchel was. You won in 4 months. I don't see him like that. I mean, just because of the talent they have, they should be at least reaching the finals or at least the semi-final, which they have done. So even if they win it, I think I'm not gonna give too much credit to Southgate. Obviously, he got a OBE when he reached the semi-finals of the World Cup. He's definitely gonna get an MBE when he reaches the final, just to reach the final, let alone win it. So
hold on.
I'm not gonna give too much credit to.
Yeah, hold
Southgate.
on.
I always said that
hold on,
I
Hubert.
always said Southgate is a bit of a
Hubert.
Hubert,
hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. I'll get back to you in a minute. Bobby, can you send me your Discord name so I'll add you to here? Can you send me your Discord name, Bobby? If you can hear me, please send me your Discord name and I'll do that over here for you. All right, go ahead, Hubert. About Southgate.
No, I was just saying that if England win it, it's gonna be irrespective of Southgate. I'm not gonna give him too much credit. I always said he's a bit of a waistcoat Ollie. He just reminds me of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer a lot. Wrong selection, no substitutions, poor tactics, bit of a passion merchant, and he's just got a good side. That's all I can say. And obviously, he's gonna get an MBE when he reaches the final. So That's always a, you know, England do like bit of a, they not really on the side of technical aspect. They just love fashion merchants. So Southgate fits that bill perfectly.
And do you think if England hasn't been pragmatic from where they wouldn't get to where they are now? It's the same thing that Ole has been doing. That's why Ole was able to maintain the second position in the Premier League and be able to achieve whatever he has achieved with Manchester United. Hubert.
Ah, I think the only difference is that Southgate manages in cup competitions and tournament formats. So you don't really expect performances. You don't really expect, high class football. You just expect results because that's what you want. But with Ole, it's a 38 game a season. I mean,
Hmm.
Tuchel showed it. You just need 4 months. Previously, you mentioned how
Yeah.
Christensen was transformed. And I don't know what he did, what he put in both Rudiger's and Christensen's drink. They
Hmm.
both have been like you won a Champions League with them.
Right.
So it's a very different situation. To do in a 38 Premier League season is very different to a cup format or tournament.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, I always say that being able to achieve something um as a coach, sometimes you gotta vary your options and be able to use the players that you have very well, you know. Bobby, I tried to search the name that you sent to me, Bobby Smoky Single. I put it up in the Discord to search for your name. It didn't find anything under that name. So I'm not sure if that's the same name that you have under the Discord. Yeah. I just sometimes, when we'll say when someone is doing something, we just have to praise the person. If with Southgate, we know he's not there yet. But then how does he get there? We'll be happy. I know a lot of some United fans will not want Ole to win anything because they feel that Ole is not who the kind of coach that they want to take over their club. I understand. But how can a coach be the kind of coach you want by winning trophies? So if Ole is being guided very well by United fans and then United, just like the Glazers back him and Woodward has been backing him, and if he's able, as he is Mr. Yes Man, and is able to win the club what they have never won before in a long time, I think Ole will be on his track to say, hey, it's just like Ateta. Ateta came to Manchester, Arsenal, he never won anything. But then he was able to win FA Cup under um, won the FA Cup from Chelsea. So then does that mean that Ateta is one of the best? We could see still see his flaws. That he's not he's still not there yet. So I'm not really looking at Ole. Southgate in that case. I'm just looking at uh in the position that England hasn't won that competition for a very long time. So is it the time for England to win it? That's what I'm looking at right now, but not to the extent that the particular coach, that specific coach is leading the English team. But I want England to win it because they've been tagged. They are the pioneer, the generators, the makers of football. But then they haven't seen themselves in that position for quite a long time. You've seen the Brazilians, the Germans, the Dutch, the other team have dominate the game that the English brought to the world. So it's not about time that the English found themselves as winners of this competition again. What do you guys think?
About England winning the whole thing.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's gonna be very difficult
you have to
because
believe. You have to believe, and you have to support.
it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe because this is the first final in 55 years. Am I right? 55
Yeah.
years. So
No, you haven't got to the final yet. Not in the final. You're playing a
no, I
semi.
meant no. Last time we played the final was 55 years
Oh
ago.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. The last time, yeah,
if we
absolutely.
go to if we go to the final, it will be first time for 55 years. It really depends if the occasion is right, because you don't
Yeah.
win anything for the first time. Because you see Man City when they went to the Champions League for the first time, first time they went to the final, they didn't win. So that's what I was thinking. Are the players are willing to take the opportunity when he's there? The opportunity is there to through the path of the draw, an easy path. So path is there to pursue and see if the players are motivated to pursue the trophy, in my opinion. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, if it's coming home, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know yet.
I have here. Let me read some of the chat. It says, okay. Bobby said he will register. Okay, this is coming from Chelsea perspective. He said, I would say Southgate is a good tactician, but he deserves some credit because he put the team together and he has achieved some great results. The beautiful game said, did you know if you hit the like button on multiple devices, you can get multiple likes? Absolutely. I'll check that, my brother. Thank you. Thank you for that knowledge. It's always important for us YouTubers that wants more likes and views. Someone like me, I need it a lot on my channel. Okay, Chelsea Pesotti said England can go all the way because they have the talent. Absolutely.
Yeah.
England from top to bottom, from the bench, they have the finest in the Premier League. The finest in the Premier League. More or less one of the finest from the German Bundesliga, who is now with the English team. So they should definitely have the attributes. I'm telling you that I support the English team. There's no way they cannot win against the Italian if they should make it to the finals. Unless if England is not, this is what we call hardship. What I say, hardship. They have to be strong. They have to be brave. They have to show bravery in the final. If they show bravery in the final, because that is what the Italians are going to show in the finals. They will show bravery, nothing else. They're not going to come in with flair, float. They will play as a team and they will show bravely. If the English team goes in and play that way, definitely I'll tell you within 90 minutes, England will win the league. But if they sit down and let the Italians dictate the pace, English will not win it. England will not win it. Turn up the mic guest. Turn up the mic guest. I have my desktop audio all the way up, so this is probably coming from the guest, but you guys bear with them. We will sort this thing out as time goes on. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys have any more? Let's go. It looks like we're entertaining a lot of people over here. The views keep going, keep frustrating, going up and down, and it's all good. If you guys want to join, if you have Discord server, feel free, come in and then entertain the viewers, those that are listening. There are people that are listening that they can't join. The link is in there. Join the if you have Discord server, boom, you got this. Come in and then join Hubert and then Hams Master. Let's have our say. Let me see what we have here. What do you guys make of the Hurricane transfer thing to Manchester City? Do you guys think it's now time for Hurricane to be moved away from Tottenham Hotspur? Just like what I read this morning about Fabio Paratici. Fabio Paratici said that they are not going to hold on to the transfer of Hurricane, which is the Tottenham captain. They will not hold on to Hurricane. If Hurricane wants to move, they will move. The reason why Paratici said this, because I said in the previous video that Fabio Paratici is one of the best sporting directors in the world. He was a sporting director for Juventus for the past 10 years, decade. He led the Scudetto. He led the Juventus team for 10 years. I mean, six consecutive Scudetto trophies, back to back to back. Paratici is being compared to this sporting director in France. Is it a Campos or whatever they call him? Louis Campos or La Campos or whatever his name is. So I know if Tottenham Hotspur they have Nuno Esperanto Santos. If they could work things out very well with the sporting director, I'm telling you, West London is going to be shaking the coming season. What do you guys make of the Hurricane saga?
I think Levy, if Harry Kane wants to push a move, he can push it. I think Levy, I think this is Tottenham's best player, so I think Levy will try. I think Harry Kane to Tottenham is going to be very dangerous. I think Man City,
Right.
Harry Kane to Man City is going to be very dangerous because Man City have they can create chances. This is
Right.
they finish the chances.
Right.
They won the league without a striker. So I'm also hearing news about Jack Grealish going to Man City as well. So if they get Grealish and
Yeah.
Harry Kane, it's uh, it's something to fear. I think, in my opinion,
All
Kane to
right.
get a goal.
Yeah, Bobby, don't worry. Probably you can try some other time. Next time when you get a chance, you can just download the app, the Discord app. It's very easy. But don't worry now. I don't want you to stretch yourself. Some other time we can get it going. But thank you. You can just be in the chat and then put your submission in. I'll take time to read them, and then we can talk about some of the questions that you guys sent to us over here. Go ahead, Hans Master.
Yeah, so I think Man City do need a striker because Aguero left.
Yeah.
So they need a striker to in that spot to help them with the system. I think Pep needs to just to adjust it because with Harry Kane because he's coming to the Man City team to see if he's able to adjust with the team. So it's still gonna be dangerous because they're gonna get a lot of goals, a lot of in the pitch around the pitch. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's gonna be something scary in my opinion.
Okay. What about you, Hilbert? About the Hurricane saga. Before I come back to the chat messages.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, that Harry Kane should be leaving, but again, who's gonna pay his price? We have to remember that Coutinho went for 142 million, and he was Brazilian. He wasn't top goal scorer, neither top assister. So, and City put a bid of 100 million. Yes, he is 28 and bit of injury prone, but to have won the Golden Boot and the top assist record for this season. I can't see Levy selling him for less than 150. So I don't know who's going to pay that. So that's why they're going in for Grealish again. Like either one of them is going to want to join City. But I don't know who's going to pay that kind of money. I'm not seeing it unless it's City who's going to willing to break the bank. I just can't see Kane going anywhere.
What about if Kane wants to really? I mean, Harry Kane wants to move, and then Daniel Levy wants to keep him at Tottenham. I mean, Hotspur. Do you think Levy is being selfish to the career of Harry Kane?
Uh, I don't think so. He's on 3 year. He signed a 3 year deal. Harry Kane. No one told him to sign a 3 year deal. He could have waited and moved for I don't know 100 million in his last year. So it's his fault. He's tied in a golden cage. Levy has the power. No one put a gun on his head to sign that 3 year deal. So I think Levy is in his well in right. If you were Levy, would you sell Harry Kane just after that kind of season for anything less than 100? I don't. I mean, you would. I mean, you should not be. So I'm not sensing anything selfish here. I think it's a correct. And anyways, we all know that Levy sells well, so I don't
Yeah.
see him damaging his reputation.
Yeah, I won't disagree with you on that, but I won't disagree with you. But I'll come back to your submission now. Here, this is coming from the chat. This is coming from the chat, and it says, Kane. This is from Bobby. It says Kane needs to leave Spurs, and also Bobby said again, Chelsea should Chelsea should beat for Kane. Why not? I absolutely. It's about time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be very difficult transfer from Tottenham Hotspur to Chelsea if you have to beat for Kane. And then the beautiful game said can't hear Hams Master. People say they can't hear you. I don't know why.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you very well through my headphones. Um, guys, he said, can you hear him? Can you hear him again?
Hello, hello.
Can you guys hear him?
Yeah, he
Um,
is audible actually.
he's
Mm-hmm.
what? Yeah. Can you guys hear him? Let me know from the chat, please, if you can hear him. Okay. Chelsea perspective said, money talks. So yes, we should bid for Kane. Yeah, you can beat, but I doubt Daniel Levy. Bobby said also said, what is the Hurricane price tag? Um, Nobody will pay 150 million for Hurricane. Absolutely, no one will pay 100. Looking at his age, it will be very difficult for anyone to pay 150 million for Hurricane. It will be very, very difficult. I would not even pay. I'm even having issues with paying that much money for Lukaku. I'm even having that problem paying that much of money for Romelu Lukaku. I won't even pay that much money for Lukaku. I won't. Lukaku 60 million. That's fine for Lukaku. Hurricane 80 million. That's fine. Your age and Hurricane could go almost about half a season without playing. He's a good talent, but when he gets injured, it takes him forever to recover and come back. Uh,
True.
and we don't want to spend so much money on a player and we didn't have to see him for a whole half a season. He's playing with he's going to play in the difficult league in the world. So Hurricane, my goodness. Let me see how much his price tag is from the um over here. Well, from the transfer market says $132 million for Hurricane. 130 million. That's a lot. I think this is without the agent fees and all that kind of add-ons and bonuses and all that stuff. But once you put all the add-ons and the bonuses to it, Hurricane price tag hit up to almost about 150 million. 150 million.
It's gonna go plus 20 if he scores in the next two games as well.
There you go. It will go up again. Yeah, he's already got two goals, right?
Yeah, two.
Free.
Yeah, three
Free.
goals.
Free.
Three.
Yeah.
Yeah, three.
Yeah, 3 goals. Okay, so yeah, he can get some more goals if the Euro he scores more goals in the Euro. Hurricane,
Mm.
Hurricane, Hurricane. What else do we have here? Any messages from the chat? Bobby said nobody would pay 150 million for Hurricane. The beautiful game said Kane will cost 150 million, but to Chelsea, it will cost 200. Absolutely, it will cost 200 if Daniel Levy don't want to sell to Chelsea. Then they will up the price.
Mhm.
If Chelsea still want to buy him, then Daniel Levy will not lose nothing. He won't lose. Chelsea loses because Chelsea spent 200 million on Harry Kane. Daniel Levy don't want to sell, so he says, "Okay, if you want to come and get Harry Kane, I don't need it anymore. This is his price tag. Pay 200 million, and then you can take him."
Mm.
Chelsea perspective say, yeah, that is too much money, and I don't think Chelsea will be willing to spend that much money on Kane. Absolutely not. Chelsea wants a player that will be with the club for quite a long time. Okay, now what do you guys make of a player that can come in and do a job? Although we know he's injury pro player, which is Danny Ings.
Mm.
Lots of
Yeah.
teams has been linked with him. Manchester United has been linked with Danny Ings. Do you think that has proven a clinical finisher as he is? Can we bring Danny Ings? Bobby said dollars, maybe euros. So euros 130, maybe pounds maybe dollars is $130, 35. But maybe when you go to euros, it might be more, catching up to 140. When you go to pounds, we're talking about 150 pounds. Okay, I was talking about an alternative striker. If Chelsea don't want to bring up that amount of money, 150, 60 or whatever million for and Helen Haaland right now, can we have a Danny Ings to come in and help until we are ready to get Helen Haaland? What do you guys think, Hilbert?
Uh, Not for me. Not for me. If he's not good enough for United Danny Ings, why should he be good enough for Champions League winning side? They are better. I mean, they are not better striking option available. That's the unfortunate situation, and it just coincided with the fact that you won the Champions League. You could pretty much attract any of the teams'
Yeah,
favorite strikers, but Haaland is not available. If you want, he's gonna, Dortmund's gonna want 175, which is obviously not viable at this option.
yeah.
So, and obviously, I've seen links to Ciro Immobile, but again, he's not someone clinical.
Hmm.
Maybe Belotti, his substitute striking partner. I don't know who you could go as a temporary solution. Just not getting any. I've like searched a lot of around this, but even in the Prem, who's there, who's available. So it's a bit of a conundrum. I don't know which striker you're gonna go for.
It's very difficult. What do you think, Hams?
I don't think he's the quality that we will pursue. I don't think he's Chelsea quality or Manchester United's quality. So
No, but I don't think you guys are not getting what I'm saying. What I'm saying, I'm not saying definitely Chelsea have to go in for Danny Ings. He's coming. He's not coming to be the number one top striker. He's going to come out from the bench or maybe be a second striker to our main target, which we don't have our main target yet. So I was thinking, do you think this guy can come in and then help out?
But would you play 40-45 million for that kind of player? Just to
yeah,
come
What
off the bench.
for
if
a backup, yeah.
yeah, if that is the price tag for backup, that's way too much. No, I will not do that. Absolutely no.
Because of the English tax, Southampton will want at least in the range of 40-50. So you
Yeah.
could get better in Europe, I feel.
Right. Absolutely. What back to you, Hams? You were saying something.
Yeah, so if we're paying a lot of money and he's not I don't think he's the quality for first team, but if he's from the bench we're paying a lot of money, then
Yeah.
there's no point. There's no point. We have to go for another cheaper option. There's no
Okay.
point.
All right. I'm gonna say this, Hams. If you're using this kind of microphone, probably the reason why the people can hear you very well is because of these microphones have three different settings on it. So you gotta check wherever you're using. We have one on top and then one from back and then front. So you have to check the settings and see where you have it when you're talking. Either you're talking from up here or you're talking from here. The settings are right here. This side over here. That's where you can check your settings. So
Okay.
if you have your microphone sitting up and then you have your settings coming from the side, your voice is not going to go through. So check
Okay.
that settings very well. So whenever you're doing your recordings, people can hear you very well. Remember, I told you that before. I'll help you fix that when we're done with the stream. Or you can check the Yachi microphone settings. There's different variation. It has just like mine over here, the microphone section is right here. But yours has the one on top, behind, and in front. It's usually made for singers. Let's say you have two people singing. You have one in front and one behind. So they both can sing through. So you have to check that aspect of your microphone so people can hear you very well. Yeah.
Okay.
So Hubert, who is the next alternative based on besides Danny Ings? If you guys are not going for Danny Ings, who are you really vying for?
For United, I don't think we need a backup striker right now because we just signed Cavani for a new deal, a 1 year deal.
For one
We
year,
already have Martial. Greenwood can play up front.
mm-hmm.
So striker is pretty much very down the pecking order. So I don't see why we should be even in for a striker. I know Solskjaer likes a striker, but
Yeah.
we are not going to sign any center forward. If it was going to be, it was going to be Erling Haaland 2 years back, maybe a year back that before he signed that big deal with Dortmund. So not really sure we're going to be in for center forward.
Okay. That's great submission over here. We've been streaming for how long now? Let me see. For over an hour. I'll say thank you all guys that have been in the chat. And then it's been amazing. Hubert, let me know. Let me know what your activities are. Sometimes most of the time I like to have a short preview, like half an hour preview before the competition starts. Like one like every competition, let's say the Euros, I like to do a half an hour live stream and have like a preview. So if you're around and you have a chance, you have time, you can just message me and then let me know what your time is scheduled. I can get you on and then we can do a preview on each game before the game starts for half an hour. I know
Yeah, sure.
Hams Master was always there to be part of the show. So yeah, this is where
Yeah,
the
no
stream
problem.
ends us. To you, I want to say thank you guys. Yeah, it's been great. Oh, Marina, you can join if you want to. I know you're a great added Chelsea fan. Marina, do you want to join and have your say so the fans can hear you talk? Let me know if you thumb up or no thumb down. I know you. Don't be shy. If you want to join us here, that would be nice. Marina, do you want to hear? Do you want to be part of it? Let me know. You got 5 minutes. Let me know. Oh, so what we got today? Today is no, we don't have any game, but yeah, I had the lots of um, I mean teams those that have been kicked out of the Euros. Lots of Chelsea. I mean Chelsea has the highest players in the Euro competition. Lots of the players have returned back to preseason. How about you, Hubert? A lot of are your teams? I mean players returning back for preseason.
Absolutely. I think there are a good amount of United players who are returning from the Euros, even from
Yeah,
Copa America. I
yeah.
think only Rashford, mostly the England boys are there. I don't think, yeah, De Gea is in Spanish squad. We don't have any Danish players and certainly no Italian players as well. So pretty much everyone is in. I just hope we could get the deals done before the training starts. This is a very big problem at United. We tend to sign players while we are in, in away tours or something like that to go preseason. I just want all the players, whatever we are signing, even if it's these three players, just to before the preseason starts to be in it,
Hmm.
to be with Solskjaer.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I heard a lot of Chelsea fans have returned. The likes of the players that have been kicked out from the tournament, like Timo Werner, and then I know those players who take quite some time. Probably have to enjoy some of the holidays, but
Yeah.
some of them have already returned. Like is it Cavani was in the Copa America, right? Cavani was
Yeah, he
there.
got knocked out yesterday.
Oh, so he probably take about a week before he comes back, right? About a week.
Yeah.
So and then
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I mean, so the longer they stay in there, the longer it takes them to return to the preseason.
Probably would would probably get a very good surprise when he comes at United because his number could be taken off from him. His numbers have been and given to Sancho. So I don't know how that they're gonna manage that.
Ooh, that would create a lot of problems. That would create a problem because Cavani is not an easy player to take his number away from him and give it to somebody else.
One more thing, we literally begged him to stay. We gave him 1 more year contract because he wanted to go back to Uruguay.
Right.
The Solskjaer,
Hmm.
after that Europa League semi-final, I believe he literally said, "Stay with us for 1 more year." I don't know how
Yeah,
they're gonna work out that number situation.
yeah, I don't think it would be the best thing for them to do because what Chelsea did with Pulisic, they waited until William left.
Hmm.
Was it William? I think they waited either William or someone. Yeah, William was having the number 10 jersey. For them not to create problems in the dressing room, they waited until William had his transfer, and then
Yeah,
they had the number 10 rule over to Christian Pulisic. You know what I'm saying? Okay,
yeah.
so
Actually, the problem with us is that our new sponsor deal only kicks in this July month, and we need to sell the new kits. So you want your most expensive signing wear the most iconic shirt
yeah,
to sell more shirts. That's how United works. So
yeah. So
we
if
have
they
to see
don't,
what Cavani feels about that.
no, that would be very disrespectful in the highest level. It would be very, very disrespectful
Yeah,
because
yeah,
Cavani is a veteran. You know, a guy with that. You
absolutely.
know, without Cavani, I don't think Manchester United would have got to where they were. Cavani came in and he was scoring many
Absolutely.
goals. Who knows what JD Sancho is coming in to do? Nobody knows. Nobody knows yet.
Yeah,
So if you take that thing
we
away from him, he might not play to his best. anyway. He might not play to his best.
He's probably the only player since Ronaldo to do any kind of justice to that number. So taking that number off will be very disrespectful. I think they were gonna give some temporary number to Jaden. I believe that's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah. So I would like them to play this thing very well, play this game very well, not to jeopardize and bring so much problems to the boardroom. They should know how. Ole and his people should know how to play this game very very well. Because I don't want, because I mean, if you want to rely right now, it looks like, did Martial leave? Did Antonio Martial leave, or he's still there?
No, he's still there. He's still there. He was injured pretty much throughout the season. And funnily enough, when Zlatan came, his number was taken off
Yeah,
Martial and given to Zlatan, the number 9 shirt. So we do have a history of doing this silly stuff to, give numbers to players who will sell shirts.
yeah, yeah. They should be very careful in doing stuff like that. You have to be very very careful. What's up with you, Hams? He's out for a little bit. He's out. Yeah. I see Ludashenko online. He should come and tell us. I felt very bad for him um when Ukraine went down heavily. I felt very bad for him. I didn't know how he felt. I tried to talk to him, but I haven't heard back from him. Oh, really? He said he's just welcome to America, Lodi. Welcome to America. Come on, if you have a minute, come and talk to us over here. If you have a minute, come on, come and talk. I have Hilbert over here on the chat. He can't wait to hear your story. What happened to you when Ukraine went down heavily? I felt very bad. But yeah, if you think you have a minute, come and share the story with us, or maybe we can do it some other time. Ludi. Oh, I think let's wrap up the stream. Let's wrap up the stream right now. People have been a lot of people got stuff to do, and I'm sure Hilbert have a lot of stuff to do too. Right? Oh, Hams is back again. Okay, Hilbert, I want to give you guys the opportunity to plug yourself, so the stream everybody will know where they can find you for you guys' channel. If you have any channel you want to plug yourself, go ahead.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Herbert1521. That is HERBRT1521.
Okay. You can also send the link in the chat, or I'll have it. I'm gonna put the chat. I'm gonna put his link in the chat description. So if you guys want to follow Hilbert for anything, he's a very good Man United fan. He's not just a Man United fan. He's a football lover. Yeah. All right, Hilbert, I'm waiting for you. If you want to join us a little bit before we shut the stream, I know he says booting up. Get in here. Let's hear what you have for us. Yeah, he's a wonderful Man United fan. And then I'm very sure that you guys love his submission in the game. He knows much about the game, and I always love him. He knows whatever question you put in, whatever way you twist the question, he'll definitely find an answer for you. All right, Hams Master, can you plug yourself whilst you're about to end the stream? Can you please plug yourself, Hams Master?
Yo, my YouTube is Hams Master. My Instagram is Hams_Master. Yeah.
Yeah, guys,
Tune in.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Make sure you just support me and just follow me there.
Great submission, great guy. Wonderful guys that have been here to help with the stream. They're gonna send me their link, so I'm gonna put a link in the chat description so you guys can follow them. If you want to have any personal message with them, you can follow them and help them. And they are wonderful guys to be here. Well, I'm waiting for you, Ludachenko. I'm waiting for you. Come on, let's hear your story when Ukraine went down. We want to have your say what happened. Come on, Luda. I'm waiting for you. Join the chat. I've sent you the link The link. I'm going to put the link down here again. Click on it. One more time. Click on it and join us. Let the fans hear your voice. There you are. Luda's here.
Hello, my friend.
Hello. The fans, everybody can hear you. Let's
My
hear
friend,
the story.
I'm done crying.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
Nah,
very
nah,
sorry.
nah.
I'm very sorry.
Um, it was 1-0 for a good while, and
Yeah.
it was like, okay, we still in this game, but
Mm-hmm.
it was on that brief moment where our defense just like collapsed, and and but we the fans kept our heads up high, and we're happy in the end of the day to even make it this to, to the point where we made it. So, uh my time in Kiev is done. I just landed in California, Los Angeles. So I'm here. I'm in the states, where you are, my friend. So yeah. I landed like I see yesterday, last night. I got to see only a few fireworks. Yikes. Yeah. Wow, man. What a show. What a show, my friend. You had a lot of fun. You had a lot of fun. Yeah, I miss most of it. I was in airplane for most of the time, but no, yeah, I told my people, I was like, I'm just gonna stay for the Euros. The minute we're out, I'm coming to the States for the summer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. um, yeah. Big up my people, my friends, my champions. Perspective. Cuchella, Herbert, Chelsea. Steve. Yeah, Steve Chelsea. Is he here? Or it was somebody Chelsea. A beautiful game. Yes. Anti-football. No. Yeah, no, yeah, my friend. Yeah, it's been a crazy weekend for me. So especially, I mean, since Saturday, I was like, oh man. But we seeing how the team was applauding with the fans in the end, and we were applauding at home. I was at home. We were applauding, and it was like, can't get better than this. Yeah, I'm glad to see my country
Yeah,
um
Hubert is here. You can
in,
talk to
in,
him.
in the
Hubert can
later
hear you.
stages of the Euros, and be relevant.
Yeah, Hubert can hear you. You can talk to him. He's-
How you doing, my friend? Herbert, the Man
Hubert.
United.
Yeah.
How you doing, my friend? Hello.
Yeah, I'm
Can you,
okay. Not too
can
bad,
you guys
especially with United doing something. Kind of excited.
Yeah, Sancho, huh? Finally.
Finally, Hubert is
Yeah,
very.
Sancho is done.
Who's next? Who's next, my friend?
I hope so. It's a CDM. I know we are in for Varane, but I really would like. I mean, Varane is an important signing, obviously, to complement Harry Maguire. But I just want a CDM first. That's a successful window, and then anything other than that will be a bonus because at the moment we can't compete with Chelsea and Liverpool and even City. It's very difficult.
Very difficult. Yeah, I think so. But I think many will sleep on Man United as well.
Yeah.
We've had our fair share of losses against you guys.
Yeah, oh man, it's gonna be exciting this coming week. It's gonna be very exciting. We have our main man back here, have Hubert. We're gonna chat more football this time. Yeah, many Ludi, enjoy your stay. Welcome back home. I welcome you back home, and then relax, take very good care of yourself, and then I'll get hold of you again, brothers. Thanks guys for being here. Thank guys for being here one more time, and it's been a privilege to have you here. I tell you guys, like I always say, Leo Desperandos, hang on to hope. See you guys in the next stream.
See you.